Hey crew, good morning. How are you? James Rice. Sunday morning, gonna go live for just a little bit. Want to stay in touch. Want to, also myself, which I'd encourage you to, when you're on the road, on the go, vacation, whatever you want to call it, you definitely can get out of your routine. And building a habit. To me, building a habit, one of the most important parts is when it's challenged by, again, a change. You're on the road. You've got family in town. Job change could be a family change. And the question is, do you stick with it? I think an important thing to remember is that whether or not you stick with it and keep doing it is has nothing to do with more with than with you whether or not you stick with it. You know what I mean? People be like, I gained weight because of COVID, or people be like, oh, this happened because I was on the road, or this happened because I got divorced, or this happened because I got married, this happened because I got kids. And I know myself, well, rather I was married, not married, in college, out of college, high school, uh, West Coast, East Coast, out of the country. I've always worked out. Why? Well, then I made time for it. Well, on the same token, I've always done take my books with me and do my readings, said my prayers. Why? So I made time for it. So, a couple messages today on this Sunday, brand new month, July, uh, first couple days. I hope that you've reviewed June a little bit and taking a look at, to me, where you're going in your core, where you're going in your fundamentals, where you're going in your faith, fitness, family, friendships, finances. Where are you going in those areas that matter, that anchor you, that no matter what's going on around you, you're good inside your soul, you're good inside, and your foundation is solid because you know where you're at, you know who you are, you know where you want to be. So to sit here in my backyard and look around, it's unbelievable. It's a nice, cool day, especially under the shade of these trees that my father planted. Holy cow, back in 1978, 34, 35 years ago. Unbelievably beautiful, green, a little bit of a breeze. What a great chance on Sunday, our day of rest. Hey, Alicia, on our day of rest to go, wow, all the memories flooding through. I walked uptown today. Cool. I'm here in Dysart, Iowa, town of 1,200 people. You can walk uptown. It was nice and peaceful. Said hi to some neighbors. Literally everybody waves at you. Caught a workout, about 30 minutes of lifting and about 30 minutes of cardio. Great way to start the day. And just an unbelievably beautiful, peaceful, quiet, calm morning. What a way to start Sunday. What a way to start, uh, day of faith and a day of rest, a day of intentional rest. And so, even for me, a workout, which is my fitness and is working on my core, for me is also part of my day of rest. I don't know if my mindset's really any different when I do it, but my fitness plays a role not just in, creating my body, increasing my health, but it also being a part of my work, but it's also is a part of my rest and relaxation. I'd love to start the day with some kind of exercise, some kind of fresh air to get your mind clear, a little bit of perspective, a little bit of gratitude. So I hope that on this day of rest that you're being intentional about it. And it's funny when I say that, I hear a few people, I could hear it coming through in the vibrations of energy in my heart going, people going, you don't understand. My kids got this, my kids got that, my kids got this. We got to do this. I got to get, wow. First of all, remember that you set all that up and you made those decisions. My brother and I were chatting about it yesterday. I got to land in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and spend the day, the rest of the day and morning with my brother David, and we chat about what we wanted as kids and we didn't get. And it's not that we went without, but if any of you know us, all through high school, we didn't have a Camaro, we didn't have a Firebird, we didn't have a Mustang, we had an orange Pinto. What? But the funny thing is, I think it's cool because my dad wasn't pressured by, what the other kids had and such to make sure we had it. And I'm like, you know what? If you can meet the ladies with an orange Pinto, you know, you can pretty much be successful in anywhere in the world. So that was a great learning experience for. Oh, can you hear that? You're in Iowa, small town. The whistle goes off at noon and 6, and that's the call for lunchtime. So anyway, noon and 6. You gotta love it, huh? Of course, they use it for fires. Of course, they use it for tornadoes, the weather, and such. Also, there's again just so many memories and fond memories that come flooding back to me. I was uptown at the kind of our kickoff to our 4th of July, kickoff to our town's 150th birthday. A street dance, amazing country band. It was cool, and ran into some high school friends and just some friends from the past. It was an awesome experience. Look forward to my 40th year reunion and seeing a couple other friends. But anyway, getting back to it, you know, what are you going to fill your day of rest up with? And what are you going to be intentional about controlling it? Actually, without even creating any arguments, I'm like, I actually can't believe the kids are playing sports on Sunday. I think it's actually amazing that people are skipping church and going to their kid, having their kids in tournaments, and such. And I don't know what the reason excuse is. I'm not faced with that choice, but I like to think that I wouldn't do it anyway. But it's to each their own. And if the faith isn't important, then obviously it makes no difference. But if the faith is, you're catching your anyway. Here's the kind of something that's cool that's going on in my reading. My Timothy Keller, which is my knowledge being turned into wisdom. It's Proverbs. There's a yearly devotional. Just through it my second time now, and I'll just keep reading it every single year. You can't get enough of Proverbs. And then my Bible in a year, which has been 10 years worth. But here's what's I think super cool is right now in the daily walk we're going through Proverbs. So I'm getting a double dose of Proverbs, which I think about how it's talking about the wisdom of integrity and your words and how you treat others and just how you run your home. In fact, if you wonder what Proverbs is, this is a great definition. It says, godly living in ungodly world is no simple task, but the book of Proverbs is the Bible's primer of practical wisdom, teaches the skillful application of truth to everyday life. Wisdom, it teaches the skillful application of truth to everyday life. That'd be a good meme, Danny, or what have you. Containing this collection of poetry, stories, and such, wise maxims and instructions regarding how to relate to parents and children, God and government, sin and self. It's a divine hand on living to please God. So that's what Proverbs is about. And to me, there's nothing more important than us taking the information, taking the knowledge that we have around us, and then applying it into wisdom. And it's cool that also on July 2nd in my book, I'm also in Proverbs. This is interesting. They're talking about truth. And before that, if you hadn't been with me, they're talking about promises. They're talking about integrity. They're talking about not deceiving. They're talking about words that inflate, words that divide. Words, words, words. Words are so powerful. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are of his making. Every word of God is flawless. He is a shield to those who take refuge in him. So we're talking about concerns for truthfulness is not merely practical, but is right. Business school ethic classes advise honesty as the most profitable business policy, but God desires honesty in business, even when, as here, dishonesty in scales and balances could make you a lot of money. God is truth by nature. All words are flawless and true. The Lord is the real in contrast to the fictitious. He is the absolute in contrast to the relative. He is the substantial contrast to the ephemeral. So, just in everything you do, are you taking and applying applying it? What's up, James? So that your house, so that yourself, your relationship in your home glorifies whatever you've determined is your God. If that's your sports, if that's your accolades, your achievements, your choice. But are your actions? So are they forming and creating that home in yourself, that temple for you, your relationship, and your family, such that all roads lead to who and what you say you want to be? Are you the dog that's wagging the tail? So even on this day of rest, we need to be intentional about it. We need to make it happen. We, every single day, me out on the road, need to make it happen. Are there things going on around me and family and activities and changes? For sure. The question really is, how committed am I to being who I say I want to be? Okay. So ponder that a little bit. Take a look at your day, shape it up accordingly. Questions, comments, thoughts, yell at me. I hope you took a look at June and said, here's where I'm at, or what's going on, and here's where I want to be, and these are the changes I'm going to make in July. And I'd be interested to see, who in the heck do you reach out to? Who do you grab? Who do you follow? And are you not only listening to them, but are you locking arms and then creating a world with them? You know what I mean? Are you taking that daily intentional action? So anyway, I'm going to enjoy just all of this today and help with a couple projects around the house. I think we're going to the stock car races tonight. Had family yesterday. I don't know. I'm just digging all of it. I hope you are too. Appreciate you. Bye.